Hello YouTube, welcome to episode 35 of the Reggina Race. It is Damien, and it is Europa League action. It's the first time we can say that in the save. Now, we're not live on Twitch. We usually 99% of the time are. However, we did stream last night. I've got a few things that I have to do during the day today, and I want to play my save in between all that. So what we are going to do is I'm going to play the Dynamo game for you. I'm just going to play this game here as a YouTube episode, so everybody that usually watches my stream can come watch the first game of the Europa League, because it's a momentous occasion. I'm then going to try and probably play those 3 games, and then try and leave myself to not play anymore, and then stream the rest of this Europa League stuff all tonight after coaching. I do have under 17 trials today, so wish me luck. Hoping to find some good talent and bring them into the club that I'm coaching at now, and hopefully it'll all be okay. But you never know what just happens anyway. Also, what we got is we've also got, a stream later on tonight. So do come press the follow button on my Twitch. Links in the description below. Also, Twitter and Facebook, so you know when content goes live at the moment as well. Currently releasing episode 34 as well right now. That's currently uploading as I'm recording this one here as well, because I just wanted to get to bed to watch the Liverpool game this morning. Things happen in football. By the way, it's a Cabaret Cup. I'm not going to get too frustrated at it. Anyway, in terms of what's happened so far, though, is that you would have seen the Pescara game. We lost 1-0 to Arsenal on AC Milan on stream. A game that was fairly even. We did enough probably to get a draw, or we were the better creative unit. Doesn't look like there, but every chance we seem to have, we looked like we had a clear-cut chance and just didn't want to put it in. As you can see, Zacharo was on the bench, and like, Damien, why was Zacharo on the bench? The guy handed on a transfer request on deadline day with 12 hours left in the window. So I shopped him out. I said 64 mil. No one came in for him. The only people interested in him want him on loan. They don't want to pay for him. So in that case, then he ain't going anywhere, and he will still be playing. Sant Rico played. Now, unfortunately for Sant Rico, I gave him an international debut because with the Italian manager, and he got injured on it, pulled his groin, so he won't be available for this game here. Mbalo hasn't played well enough as well. We're just doing this all on this screen. Why not? Mbalo's not had the best of times here at the club, right? It says a 7.1 because he had an 8.6 in his last game, right? But as you can see, for preseason, wasn't that great? 6'9", 6'7", 5'7", 6'7", 7, 6'4", 6'5", 6'2", and then last game there against Genoa, he actually scored a goal finally after missing like so many one-on-ones and big chances that he got an 8.6, and they're like, yeah, he's got a 7.0 match rate. When you look at Sant Rico's stats, right, we're going to do this anyway, a little bit sidetracked. If you look at Sant Rico's stats, he's going to be down here injured. If you look at Sant Rico's stats, he looks like a very good shadow striker. He reminds me a lot of a young Totti. Someone that can play number 9, but likes playing in the hole in behind, driving forward, hitting stuff from distance, even those long shots are 10. Being the heart and soul of the team, major goal-scoring threat from coming from deep from midfield. I feel like this guy's a shadow striker. Sant Rico could be quite the player. Anyhow, his potential's sensational still, and we know how well he's going to be. If he gets anyway to 3.5 star, he's going to be an absolute saint for us in the future. Anyway, there was one transfer that we did make, and you guys know that we needed a backup goalkeeper, and very simply we did. Thomas Regic for 2.9, someone that I nearly bought actually a long time ago when we looked to sell Ruben Russo, and he had this potential. He's never really grown since then. He played one time for the Czechs as well. He just looks very solid, 13s all round, good determination, so on and so forth. Currently working on his reflexes at the moment, which are 11. I like that they're getting into the 13s as well. But yeah, not too bad. He's actually going to start today. And we do have Dynamo, right? Dynamo versus Reggina. We go into the team here. This is what we're playing. Slightly rotated because I think the league is a bit more important considering we need to finish top 4. But we haven't gone crazy. Like Yan the Man and Leston, obviously, partnerships play there. Rezic's not a bad goalkeeper. Wittek's still playing, and so is Robin Lewis. So the back 4 is relatively unchanged. Miha and Torande is where the big changes are. Torande's coming in a deep lying, and Miha is learning this box-to-box midfield is something I think he can play. Waltz is going to play Mr. Next Garincha, someone that hasn't started growing yet, but would love to give him some game time and see if he does actually end up growing into that. Isaac Success will play in Bolo, and the Stig is not the worst player to start ever. He's 20 mil worth in Norwegian. I love him too, and hopefully he can have a very good campaign. It leaves Zachar on the bench. Big David made his international debut as well. He's actually played twice and brought him off the bench as well. This guy's unreal. I love Big David. It's good to see him playing international football. Holger's on the bench. Abdua, a lot of the big names there on the bench. We could play Mutumba in this game. I might play Mutumba in the next game against Calgary, though. This one for Robson Lewis wouldn't be too bad to get him still playing with thing. Now, apparently we select the 5 substitutes out of the match thing, which is probably important to look at. So, like, Morano wouldn't play there. I wouldn't put Pulsari on the bench either when we have to do this. Probably bring Boris into the bench because he can play on the left and go like that and play Martin in there, Boris Zivkovic. Yeah, Boris and Martin, that Simone, then yeah, 2 centre backs as well. We probably could bring a fullback on, but that's okay. Look, Centric would be ideal to have in there, right, as a player as well in that 7 because he can play in a natural couple of different positions. But it's all good. Anyhow, that's what's going on here. As much as Zachary is unhappy, his determination is dropping. The rest of him is unreal, so I don't really mind. If someone gave me the 60 mil, they probably would sell for 60 mil and allow Santrico to play up top. And there we go. But anyhow, let's get into the match here. Teams get into it. So they have this sort of side here. Does Dynamo, you know. This is their keeper. The keeper looks alright. Apparently he's joining Corinthians very soon. Back of the centre back is Air, someone that the Stig should be able to throw around. This guy at 6'1" isn't the greatest in the air. The 33-year-old Macedonian, and the Stig's up top, so that's unreal. Felice, though, is quite... Felipe there, Macedo is not bad in the air. Oliveira, we know, is a very good going forward fullback, as we have looked at him in the past. Sergio, the Chilean, looks not bad at all. Simic is pretty good, too. I expect that midfield to be quite interesting. Hiristro there looks not bad as a centre attacking mid. Clayson as well, the Brazilian on the left, looking not bad, very tricky. Lovren's brother, Davro Lovren, looking not bad at all, the little winger. And up top is Kuran. Kuran looking not too bad, but off we go. The little wonder kid. There's a lot this kid can do at 19 too. 15 finishing, decision making is not bad. He's decent with the pace. So it'll be interesting to see what we can do against a lineup that should give us some trouble, but at the same time we probably should beat. I'll take a draw away in Dynamo with our second string side, and then at home, you know, when we can probably rest someone else around somewhere else, we can bring on, you know, we can have a normal full strength side. It's not like our side's not too bad. I've got a good squad available to me. How much is the boost? Just focusing on what we can do today. I wouldn't say that we're taking this not seriously. I would just say that it's not a bad game to get Rezak some game time and, you know, give him his debut there at Dynamo. It is a tricky tie going away to Dynamo, but I still think we're good enough to, you know, with the numbers that are out there to play well in this game. Anyways, time ticks away here. We are obviously going to dominate possession, I would imagine, in this game, and Dynamo playing on the break. And it's all about how well we start. As Walter gets on the ball, Walter finds Trinade, who's very good at keeping it, finds Robin Luiz, his ball back into Trinade. Trinade now, his ball back to Yan the man, and out the other side goes Leston. Just look at us recycle possession. It would have been nice if Leston's ball went out to the left back. Instead, he's gone back to Razik, who's not the worst at kicking either, which is good with 13 kicking. Finds Walter, he doesn't, and Clayson gets in there and will nip in and he will run there, but a great challenge there, and Mihal there will get there, and his ball though, but the Stig with another great challenge. A lot of good challenges flying in, but a lot of passes not sticking there as Felipe finds at them, and it will be a chance to go long. Yang gets up there, but that header's not the best, and Olympic Lyon go 1-0 up, which you would expect Lyon to win most of their games, if not all of them in the Europa League. As Kurun there, the wonder kid's through, and he's put it wide though. That's the only problem, I reckon, is if Kurun gets a lot of space, we're in some trouble, but Fernandez and Leston are a very experienced partnership that have played together a lot over the years, so it should be okay. As Trinade beats his man, that's a good ball out there to Mbalo, the poor man's in ball back post, the Stig loves it in the air, and he's hit the bar. Stiggy can't do that. The ball falls back to Walter. Walter, back post. Isaac success. The Stig, he didn't put his head there that time. Oh, the Stig could have had two then in the space of a minute, but he hasn't. Anyway, Robson Luiz, his ball down the line, looking for Walter. He's got pace, but won't get there. Backer's going to probably get this away there, and Adem now. Can we press in here on Adem? We do press Backer as well. Can we force him long? Instead, we force his back turn. It's a poor ball into the middle. Miha finds Isaac success, looking for the Stig. The Stig makes it 1-0. He made up for the header that he's put into the bar by scoring one from 6 yards, and we know the Stig loves a goal. Look at that. He runs to the Reggina fans who are pumping over there, giving it his all. That's why we love the Stig, because you know you can bring him into any game and he will score you a goal. As Bakker gets onto there, the ball though was poorly cleared. Mihal finds Isaac success. Obviously he's onside because the guy coming from that we pressed out there, Bakker is still coming back, and the Stig makes no mistake, even though he allowed Taroli to get handled, and I would ideally like to see him finishing in the corner. 1-0 up here with our reserve side. With that in mind, we'll probably get less than off at half time as well if we're like 2 or 3 goals up. But you know, we have to get to that stage first, and you know, it's not like Dynamo no pushers over in Croatia. But Mbalo there, his ball out to the Stig inside. It would have been a great goal from the target man. Control was brilliant in the little tight spaces, but Paroli making a sharp save to his left, and it's still only 1-0 as the corner comes into Walter looking for Trinade, back into Mihal. Can he turn? Rabona, Leston. Oh, it would have been a great goal. It was an absolutely sensational Rabona there from Leston, but unfortunately the ball doesn't find its way into the back of the net as a Wittek's ball into the box is cleared away from Bakker, and Barlow gets back on it. Can we put one into the box? The Stig's there. Stig can't get to it as well, and Neerhov brings it forward, and not just forward, it's a good ball out, and Clayson, look at the numbers in the box. Dynamo about to hit us on the break. It's a good ball there, but well done, Rezek. Read the situation well, comes out and claims the cross, does the young Czechoslovakian goalkeeper. 55% possession after 20 minutes. Looks like we're dominating the game in terms of using the ball quite well, limiting them to not really that one chance that we've seen, and the second one, which has just gone on. As Backer gets on the ball, finds Clayson, a chance to whip it in, but Robson Lewis, who's been sensational since coming in, finds the ball out to the Stig, and the Stig now can hold it up and look the play, and he finds Trinade. Trinade's ball looking for Walter. Walter there, the Brazilian, finds Mihal, and that is 2-0. Moha Mihal. I say Mihal, but it's Miha. Miha there with the goal. That's his first ever goal for Reggina, the Wonder Kid. And that's why I like him at box to box, is because he can just get into these areas so well. And, you know, with 10 tackling and 10 finishing, he might even be more than 10 finishing. You know, if those get into 12s, which he will at his young age, he can play box to box. But there we are, making a great run. Walter, the next Garincha, picking out a pass that Garincha would have been proud of too. And there we are. What is Miha's finishing? Miha's finishing's 11. See what I mean? You know, that gets to 12. You get his tackling up to 12. All of a sudden, he's so well-rounded that he can play box-to-box. We're 2-0 up here. Olympically on a 4-0 up against Ferencváros there, the Hungarian side. That we have played a lot in the HK save. Go check that out, by the way, on YouTube. But Mad Donez on the ball. Can we whip in here, maybe? Doesn't look like we can. It's a good challenge there now. But the ball falls to Clayson. Can we press in and win this one as well? As Marderez gets on it. Kuran. They've got a number on this left-hand side. Clayson now. Good ball in. We're in some trouble. It's a decent ball in. It's cleared, though, from Leston. And the ball will fall back to Mardones. And then the ball will go back out to Lovren. Lovren, though, gets tackled there from Wittek. And Wittek now finds Isaac Success, who can go on the break now. Isaac's ball inside finds Mbalo. Looks for the Stig. The Stig now back into Mbalo. Mbalo now on it. Still with Mbalo. His ball into Mbalo. His ball finds Walter. I've mixed up the names there, I'm pretty sure. Walters, though, finds Robson Lewis. Good ball in back post. Isaac Success. Oh, he's already scored a couple headers this year. Didn't score that one there. And 43 minutes play, not too bad. Look, we're looking like we're dominating the game. Isaac Success picked up a knock, so I don't know what it is. We'll find out. It's a bruised ankle. We'll probably just get him off anyway because I want him to start the next game. I'm very happy with how things are going. Keep it up. We're going to go to the tactics, though. I'm just going to bring Boris into this spot here. And Boris can play as his winger on attack. And we should be all okay and start the second half. And off we go. Kuran chips that ball into Philippe. And the game will start again. In terms of making other changes, who else? Mbolo probably would come off at some point because he would probably play the next game. Depends on how fit St. Rico is. Bolter loses out there. Lovren there. Finding his ball to Clayson. Clayson now running with it. Still with Clayson. And the missed challenge there. Look at the numbers in the box. Clayson, though, he should have cut it across the goals. Instead, he goes near post and Rezik's up to the task to catch. And there we are. Defensively looking alright. Probably get Leston off at some point as well. You know, because Leston definitely play the next game. Probably give him to the 60th minute and then probably bring Simone or Daniel Fernandez into this game. Game is not over, though. That's the thing. That's why I don't want to bring Simone on. But maybe not the worst game to bring Simone on. Zivkovic finds Trinade, who smacks wide. And there we are. Isaac Success is off the part, though. We'll move into the 60th minute. We'd probably look to bring Leston off. I'm actually going to give Simone some game time here. I think Simone could be quite the defender if he grows. You know, he's got the 12, 14, 14, good determination, so we'll grow into it. And off we go. Zivkovic out there. Mihal, Trinade, Walter. Everyone else can really play the rest of the game. Might bring Matumbo on as well at some point as well after the 70th minute. And we'll see how we go. I just don't want an injury as well, and then us to be down to 10 men. The game's not completely over, as well. Dynamo score 1. They've got enough time to get back into it. And a goal right now would turn the tie on its head. As soon as it gets on it, it finds Kuran. Kuran now. Can we whip in a challenge here? Kuran on a great run. Ball back post. Lovren there. What a save from Rezik. If this is what the keeper's going to do, we've signed a very good backup. Kuran, though, on the ball. Good ball back post. Lovren's about to absolutely drill this header like his brother usually does for Liverpool. Behind the goal there. Lovren there. Look at that. Across the keeper. Repositions well does Rezik. Trailing hand onto the post. I love it. That is sensational from the Sun. From the man and the myth, the legend that is now going to be known as Rezik. The backup goalkeeper pulling off the goods. He's got some potential too, which is absolutely unreal. 7.0 as a goalkeeper is like a 9. As a ball doesn't beat the front man, and Simic will go long. Doesn't win out, and Clayson's 1v1 with Regic. No one with him. Clayson, though, against Rezic, it's 2-1. All of a sudden, though, the game is back in level, not level terms, but back in the balance. Can't afford to throw this one away. Don't know why there was only one at the back. That's my question. Second thing is Robson Lewis, if he's not going to get beat, you got to foul. Anyhow, time ticking away. Might leave this sub for a time-wasting sub now. I'm just going to tell him to... just concentrate, keep playing your football. If this becomes 2-2, I'm really going to get upset. As the ball comes to Simic. Simic now, ball inside, back into Clayson. Clayson now, ball bang. Oh my God, it's going to fall in. They've hit the post from about a yard. Okay. So Simone's come on and the game's changed because Simone's come on. Maybe. Maybe it's a bit harsh on the youngster. Maybe they're just pushing for it. Anyway, we're going to get Mbolo off at some point and go a little bit more defensive. We will go after this corner, but we know that this could be a counter as well. Witek, you have to get there first. He does. All right, good. The ball finds Trinado. Trinado, you can't lose out. Give it back to Witek. There we go. Ball into the box, please, Witek. The Stig's there on the header. Hits the post, and there we are. And bounces clear. I think the keeper got a touch on it too, which is a fair save to him as well. Once this highlight does end, which should end with a Walter long-range hit. There we are. We are going to bring off Mbolo. Going to get him into here. And we're just going to bring Martin in to see this out as a deep line playmaker and defend as well. We're going to just move to a little bit more of a defensive system and a little bit lower tempo. Take a breather, waste time. Disappointed concede because Reggina's kept really well. Play out from defense, yes, but be more disciplined, stick to positions. And on a bit more of a structured system. Sounds like not a bad plan. Going to go to wing-backs on defend as well. Robinson's just going to have to play this game, and we'll get Matumbo in for the next one, I guess, against Calgary to give him some rest. And there we are. All right, so as long as we don't get caught here, I'm just going to tell them to concentrate. We should see this one out. 4 minutes at a time is plenty of time, and there's a highlight. No way. Oh, my God. It's a definite mistake. Lovren over the bar. Rezak, what are you doing? You've had such a good game. Don't show me that. Rezak's had a great game until this point. Walter, though, there's 30 seconds left. As long as we keep the ball, we should be okay. It's the ball in Yan. Yan's lost it. They're on the break. Clayson. Oh, look at the numbers coming forward. There we go. Come on, boys, at the back. Just do something. Clayson running with it. Look at the numbers. What have we done? Lovren, ball in. Witek, what a challenge before the ball comes into the box. All of a sudden, this game that we've controlled and looked absolutely amazing in has turned into this absolute squeaky bumhole clenching tie. But we are going to win 2-1. Witek with a great challenge. And there we go. We do win 2-1. I think they did all this after the 60th minute. Once we brought Simone on, everything happened. There we are. Look, we need to give the guy some game time so he can grow as well. Anyway, team talk there. Just going to be happy with that. Well done, lads. It's a good win for us. A win's a win, especially away in Croatia as well. That's going to end the episode, though, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's not a bad little episode, too. Isaac Sess's injury's only out for a day. Also, people finally score. I'm delighted. The win shows great depth for the club. It's good, and I can't wait to see how he does in his next match. There's not a lot we could have gone. It was a fantastic strike, no question. We get 421k for playing in the Europa League and winning games as well. So financially, we still got 50 mil in the balance. We got 27 mil in the balance, apparently. We sell anybody? Yeah, we sold Zika on the final day. Probably should show you that. Zika went out on transfer deadline day for 14 mil to Sunderland. We get 13 mil of that. So we got, a 27 mil transfer budget at the moment. We got 175k in the wages. And we have finances going through the window as well. Not going through the window, but going okay. Transfer expenditure, but for Zeka, obviously, there as well. But, we got decent amount of finances as well. Anyhow, that's going to end the episode, YouTube. Thank you very much for watching. Next game will be when the Europa League gets a little bit more interesting. We'll play a couple games live on stream. Link in the description below to come watch us on stream, of course. Also, follow us on Twitter and on Facebook so you know we do go live. As well as that, there'll probably be a January transfer special if we make it out of the Europa League group. Maybe we'll go hunting for a couple of bugs. We've actually got one guaranteed signing already, and he looks quite unreal too, this little Czechoslovakian player from Sparta Prague. Where we got Rezek from? Sparta just keep producing players. Anyhow, before we waffle too long, that's going to be the end of the episode. Thank you for watching our first game in the Europa League, which we did win. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much, and goodbye.